Exactly what the title says. What was that? Dirty Water Dispatch, episode 33. Leslie, how are we doing? Or should I just take a guess?
Deja vu, man.
Deja vu, blah, blah, blah. Deja vu all over again. Leslie, I don't get it. But here's the thing. I say that all the time, I feel like people are annoyed that I keep saying that, which I totally understand, but I don't get it. I just don't get it still.
I
If
don't
you
get
if you
guys.
see if you see a product, a winning product, and I told people not to panic, now I'm just like, what was that? What was that?
I really, there's no other thing. I actually responded to Ellen Carabas last night, and I was just like, deja vu. And she agreed. And I'm just going, yeah, because
Ugh,
I feel like we relive this every August, mid
right,
August. Here we go.
right. Well, first two games against the Marlins, not bad, great
No,
work.
great. Super awesome.
But
Happy we
but
took the series.
I was worried though, worried about
Yeah.
that third game, and
Yeah.
it definitely screwed us in the booty, in the booty.
Uh-huh.
So now they won the series 2-0, Orioles. Marlins, good stuff. You put the chapter on that horrible management with Campbell, and then horrible Whitlock, and just that whole damn pitching bullpen going with the Marlins, and all of a sudden now they could have scored the runs. They could have won that last game against the Marlins. But both these games though,
Yeah.
Orioles and Red Sox could have won both of them. But it was bullpen management, I feel like, in my mind. Welcome Nathaniel Lowe to the Red Sox. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for the home run. Do more
Yeah.
of that. Do way more of that,
Way
because
more of
we're
that.
gonna need it. We're gonna need it
I love that.
big time.
We
Because
certainly are.
the it wasn't even the starting pitching. Bueller was
Again,
bad. Bueller was
wasn't
bad, but
starting.
May was great.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't starting pitching again. I mean, it's not starting pitching hardly ever, as much as we can get frustrated with Bueller and all the guys sometimes. It's definitely a bullpen thing, and 100% agreeing with Loomer for what he said during his walk the dog earlier this week. You can't blame that on Chapman not pitching Sunday, because he literally saved the day Friday, Saturday, came in and pitched way more than he needed to Saturday. So you can't blame it for that. And then, I mean, even last night, does great. And then what happens? I mean, it's the same thing consistently over and over and over again. Losing by 1 run, bullpen loses it in the end. I mean, of course, you need the bats to kind of be awake as well. We can't just put it on the bullpen solely, especially when it's a 3-4 loss. You definitely need the bats to wake up, especially when you're going to extras. Like, you loaded the bases at least 4 times last night
Right.
or the night before, right? So, like, it's definitely, to me, that deja vu feeling. Here we go again, middle of August, and do I really just lose out on the playoffs again? Like,
I mean, I know we're in
the
second
therapy
place.
I'm going to personally need if this happens, because this cannot happen again.
I know the Yankees are heating up. We're going
Yeah,
into this series now. Perfect. Hate that.
yeah,
Orioles, we will see them next time. But I think it's going to be in Baltimore, though. But here's the thing. I'm more worried about this Yankee series first than I am
oh,
with the Orioles,
yeah,
because if we don't do well against the Yankees, we have 4 games: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then we go into
yep,
them on again another series with 4 games this time.
yeah.
So it's gonna be a long freaking week for these guys, because
And
then
then
you
they
got
go straight from the Orioles
the
to Pirates at
Pirates.
home, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. I mean,
And
we
the
got,
Guardians.
and yeah, I mean, just make it worse. Um,
It does. It makes it worse. Here's the thing about this, though. I think, Orioles got our number right now at Fenway. I think we need to return the favor, because we do we do better numbers there in Baltimore. But I think
Yeah.
now this is, I mean, this is in Yankee Stadium though. It's in Yankee Stadium. They're getting hot at the right time. Their pitching's all together. I'm more worried about Yoshida and Rafaela right now. I know Yoshida, he didn't have, he kept getting injured with the same issue. Then he
Mhm.
came back and he just didn't have an off season really work out everything. So yeah, I'm upset that this is kind of happening with Yoshida right now, but at the same time, I'm still waiting for the shoe to drop where it just unloads everything. But right now, you can even tell he doesn't look comfortable. I just don't think he looks comfortable at all.
He doesn't. He doesn't at all. And then, I mean, the other thing that I'm pointing out in this that you and I talked about just right before we started is why in the actual heck, being nice here, is Carlos Narvaez not playing for? Because I got to be honest, and I know this is mean. I know it is. But like you see Connor Wong in the lineup, and I just kind of go, okay, so this is a loss. We're going to lose.
Good with the balk though. That was a good balk.
It was. Yep.
But
Yep.
you're right overall.
I mean, honestly, like he has his moments of greatness, right? But a lot of the time, I see him in the lineup, and I'm going, why? Why is this happening? And I can only hope we're just saving Narvi for this Yankee series, and it's going to be better than I think it's going to turn out. But my gosh, like, come on, guys. You had that great streak again. You were doing so well, and then it just blows up. Just consistency would be beneficial.
I don't know why Hudson didn't let Eaton run home.
Yeah.
Ball thrown way over. Changed the game. Could have
Yeah.
totally changed the game. I don't get it. Anthony, that was a very nice deep ball, great at bat. And right when Bregman got up, I'm like, no, we're done after that. I just knew
Yeah.
we were done after that.
Yeah. I mean, what kills me is I don't even know because I've lost track because there's been so many this year. Yet another game lost by 1 run.
Yeah. So many. I think we're one of the most teams that either win on a walk off or it goes to extra innings.
Yeah, I don't. I just don't. I don't get it, and it's really. And you and I talked about this a little bit before. To me, it's like you just put your whole like hopes and dreams and expectations on Crochet, Chapman,
Yeah.
and like Bregman Anthony at this point in Story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people we should be depending on in these games, and
I
any
yeah.
chatter about Chapman just honestly needs to end because he is not built to do this every single night, come in and save a game. And we're using him just to do that, which is insanity to me because then it's still tied and then he's out and then we have to rely on someone else and then we lose the game.
I guess I just don't get from my point of from this point of view is why are why is our bullpen sucking so much?
Right.
And I think it's the management of Cora. I'm going to stick by that to the end of this day. The way Cora exhausts these guys, and then having to put Chapman in for that game. It shouldn't even be in. Should have just waited. But I don't. I don't understand what the excuses he puts in this press conferences. Oh, we should have tried something different here, or that's my bad. Should have tried different here. I'm like, we've been hearing this over and over again, and I'm sorry, I'm getting sick and tired of it. Like, if you Campbell, that was that. The thing is, I'm not mad he put Campbell in. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not mad he put Campbell in. You have to do that. You relied on Campbell to get the job done. It screwed you. Okay. It screwed you just like it did with Jorge. Okay. Now he's with the Cardinals. It just screwed you. Now you put Chapman in, saved your butt. Still didn't do anything though. It just
right.
still
I mean, he saved it, right? But unless you have the bat to make that great in the bottom of the 11th or whatever the heck it was, it doesn't matter because then you have to put someone else
We're getting thin. We're getting thin now.
Right. Like you can't keep doing this because it's the same scenario every time. They put Chapman in the 9th or the 10th, and then it's over. I mean, because he does the one, which that's what he's there for, is to do the one. And I certainly, God forbid, if we actually made it to the playoffs, I do need him healthy. So, like, let's not exhaust him now more than he already is. But they have to figure it out. I mean, especially in the 9th and 10th, and I honestly don't remember the 11th, having the bases loaded in each one, figure out how to get. And it's not like they were even getting on base on their own accord. They were getting walked a lot of the time. Figure out how to get the one other guy on friggin' first base and get the other one home. You would have won the game. Like, it's really, this is crazy. Sorry, it's just really frustrating. I just kept going, maybe he'll just walk another one in and we can end this game. Because that's honestly what it was happening. It's like walk, walk, walk. You know what? And it was like, I think 3 balls or something for, I can't even remember. It was Breaking Your Story or somebody. That would have, it was that easy to get someone in. And then, of course, you hit the ball right where it doesn't need to be hit.
I just don't understand, too, is we, like, to your point, we put ourselves in this position many times, but we still can't execute when I know these guys can. And Eaton's up, but what happened to Campbell? Like, why can't they just bring Campbell up?
Right.
Vaughn just got injured. Cresswell just got injured. That sucks.
Yeah.
And Slayton did well, so now he might be coming back. We need that badly. But why Eaton? I don't get that.
It doesn't make any sense. And, like, why not Campbell? What happened there? Because
why not Garcia? What's wrong with either one of those guys coming up?
Right. Like, nothing's making a lot of sense. And there's not a lot of reasoning. Sorry, I have something behind it to me. Yeah. I'm just going, is there something we're not seeing? And that very well could be. Like, or maybe they have some plan going forward. But at this point, I need you to win games so you can at least get to the wild card. Because if you keep losing games, you're not going to have the wild card, so it's not even going to matter.
Yeah, it's not even going to matter, bro. It's not even going to matter.
It's not. I mean, the freaking Royals were winning against the Rangers because Nasty Nate he has a little shoulder soreness, so he wasn't pitching tonight. And I just, like, I look at our starting lineup, I'm like, yeah, Giolito, Bello, Crochet should be totally doable. Should be 3 out of 4. Just by looking at that lineup, should be 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 wins.
Yeah, you look at that.
We all know Crochet pitches a gem, and then it's like you can't get the bats to wake up to save their lives.
I think I want Toro off this team badly, but I will say this. I think we take a split, Yankees and Yankees Red Sox. And I think we're going to do the same thing with the Orioles. I think 4. Yeah, I'm a 4 out of 8. I think 4 out of the 8 next 8 games. I think we'll win 4 out of those. Unless the bats wake up. If all the bats wake up, Rafaela, if you need to sit Rafaela just to get his crap together with hitting, go for it. Like, he's not figuring it out. Even if you have to do that with Yoshida, that's fine too. But I'm just more concerned about Rafaela right now.
Yeah, Massa to me is the one that looks like super uncomfortable.
He just doesn't look right.
I mean, he was almost batting, like, the batting stance was.
He came back fine. Yeah. First game, fine. Yeah. Second game, fine. Third game, okay. And then he had a good, like, month, a little bit of a stretch, but then it went sour again. I just don't give him more time or whatever. We need him now, definitely. But, like, if you need to sit him more.
Have you noticed that his stance to me has almost turned into that of, like...
Yeah, like
a totally different stance, and you look super uncomfortable. And what is happening?
I agree.
Like, why are you looking super uncomfortable? What did you change? Why would you change anything at this point? Like, I mean, you're freaking me out, man. Like I watched him uh, the second game of the Orioles, and I'm going, what is that? What? Why are you standing all weird? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
It,
losing the two to Baltimore really just sent me right. I mean, like,
no. Losing the Marlins one set me off.
see, that one didn't upset me near as much. I mean,
No, all
I'm
three of
really
these
upset
games.
that we lost the sweep, like, because that was an easy game to win. Honestly, like that's really kind of unacceptable. Um, but still, winning a series, I couldn't get that upset about it. Losing two to the last place team in our division, yeah, sorry, no, I'm going to get upset about that. Like that's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Especially knowing how
Absolutely.
close the wild card game is, how close we were to actually catching the Blue Jays at one point. And now I'm like, there was the division talk, and now I'm not going to do that. Not playing like this. How can we? Sorry, I'm just going to be a real negative Nancy.
No, if we need to sit some of these players there in a slump, but I think my final thoughts for this and is figure it out. I keep saying it every freaking episode, but you got to figure it out. This is a playoff team. This is a playoff team. We now added Low. Like
Yeah.
you need the bullpen needs to get it together. Cora needs to. Oh, I got to change things. Yes, we know, Cora.
To
We
do
our
it.
whole bam. Our whole damn fan base knows you have to. We could even call this shit better than you, probably.
Well, so I mean, I had
Probably not.
my
I'm just
daughter over
speaking from
here.
emotion. Speaking from emotion, probably
Yeah,
not. But I'm sick and tired of it.
my friend's daughter was over here. We're watching the game on Saturday,
Hmm.
and I mean, she's saying it, and she just like started watching these
Yeah,
games
she just
earlier this
only
summer.
likes it because of
Yes.
Duran. So
Right. Well, but she started watching it and she's like, why are we taking this picture out? And you could see the hesitation on Cora at one point, like heing hawing. And then I'm going, take him out. Like, what are you doing? Like, take him out. Or we're leaving him, not taking him out when they need to be taken out. Or we're taking him out too early and just putting in someone else. You're going, what? Why would you do that? And it's so unpredictable on when he might do that to
oh, I
me,
know.
anyway.
Yeah,
I I just
I agree, 100%.
yeah. Um so assuming we can hold on, because as I said, if you just looked at the pitching, it's 3 out of 4 Sox for the New York Yankees series. I think we'll be lucky to win two, just because the bats quite aren't there lately, and the bullpen's gonna do what the bullpen does apparently. Um, if anything else is the thing, I think Carlos Narvaez, if he's actually in these games, will give them an edge. Quite honestly, um, but seriously, I'm super happy that Nathaniel Lowe is on this team because he did make me extraordinarily happy that second game of the Orioles series. That was great, and the fact that I think the Red Sox even tweeted out, "This kid just came to the team, so we don't even have a gif of him yet." Obviously in a Red Sox jersey made me made me chuckle. Um, but yeah, so that, and then I think you split the series against the Orioles. Now, if they wake up during this Yankees series, I think there's a good chance that you take the Orioles series as well. If you take the Yankees series, I think you take the Orioles. But I think the odds are is we're going to split them if we're lucky.
Yeah,
That's my last thought on that.
I think
Um,
splitting up both games. Yep.
yeah, I mean, it really said that. I mean, I wrote that just recently. It was like deja vu. You can almost just hear it flip. Like, oh, okay, we're going to go back to this now. We're going to go back to this, and we're not going to make the playoffs, and it's going to be excuse after excuse of why we didn't get there. And it's going to be an injury that happened back in May that they're going to try and blame it on, that we didn't have our first baseman, whatever. Or our bullpen just got too exhausted. Well, then get me some pitchers. That's what you were supposed to do before the trade deadline.
Facts.
So I'm just almost speechless at this point. And I can only hope that come Thursday that they get it together and start winning these series again, because you're not getting to October if you don't win the series. And those little 2-game losses, 3-game losses in a row are really just killing you when it comes to this race for the playoffs with a month and a half left.
True.
Even though we have a fairly easy rest of the season
Right.
comparatively, under 500 teams and all that, I don't think it matters because we just lost 2 to Baltimore. So,
Facts.
yeah, that's it. That was my final thought. Long-winded as it was. Sorry about that.
Here, I'm still at what was that? That's
Well,
where I'm
I know
still
that's
at.
where I just keep going. What
I
was it?
just
I
keep
don't know
thinking.
what I
That's just
watched
what
the
was
last
that?
3 games. Just what was that? What's happening? So let's
Right.
get Narvi back. Let's get everybody's bats warmed up, and
Yeah,
figure
true.
that out. Let's go.
Right. All right. Here, follow your host, Italy Jet Leslie,
I
on
need one of
Twitter
those race.
and TikTok. You need it back badly, badly. Thank you for checking out episode 33. And still, we're like, what was that? I'm
Oh,
still on what was that? We love that dirty water. We'll see you on episode 34, guys. We love you. And go Red Sox. 4 out of 8 games. She thinks the same way. We will see you next week. What was that? Peace.
what was that?